Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkoye and I'm also known as Ndinanja. People, it's time to do the January budget. We will turn to the pages that I have semi-set up in preparation for the first part of my budget, where I set up my bills and my variable expenses. Now, I typically prefer to have them on 2 pages, like so. This is from my old notebook, which I hodgepodged together in my previous binder. If you've seen any of my older videos, you'd have seen this. So I typically put my bills here and then large intended purchases on the side, and then I put my variable expenses on the other page. On the back side of this first page will be my sinking funds. So I'm going to do that in a different video on the back side of this page. Now, originally I had a productivity sheet. This is from the Erin Condren paper pack for the binder, just like almost everything else here. And then I said, well, typically I use only about 3 pages, so there's no need to add this. So we'll see how it does for this month, and then I'll figure it out for the rest of the year. But for now, I'm going to go ahead, take these pages out, and then set up my budget. Okay, time to write the bills in. Alrighty, so I've written out all my bills, but I think I want to check on something. Let's look at my yearly budget. Uh-oh. Wow. Man, this binder is something. If there are any Erin Condren reps watching, please y'all go back to when these were punched with the large round punch. I've had to go through some parts of the planner and punch them. Let's see, look at that. Can't even turn the thing. I've had to go through some parts of the planner and punch it with the round punch in order to have the pages turn easier. I've also slit some of the pages. There it is. Did I slit this? Oh, I did slit this one. So I slit some of the pages so that I could take it in and out of the binder without having to open it up. Now, in my annual budget, let's see. So TJ's insurance is $190. Let's see what the total is, because I know it's, let's see, 190 minus 14.05 or so. 190 minus $14 actually. I'm gonna call it 15. 175. So his medical insurance is 175. Dental insurance is, I'm calling it 15. It's 14 something. Both of these are due, or were due on the 1st. I've already paid it, but I'm just writing it in here. Taekwondo is $159. That's an automatic payment that should have already come out. I don't typically share my mortgage or tithe. Tithe isn't due on a particular day. I just pay it to my church. My home warranty, that's an auto payment. and it's due on the 2nd. This one is an auto payment as well. Let's do the things that are auto payments. That's what, $159? No, $59, because that's $255 minus, I'll call it 60. It's not 60. Okay. I'll tell you guys why I said okay just in a minute. So this is, I'm calling it 60 because I'm just making it all round numbers. CPS, I'm going to use my budgeted amount for the month, which is $85. Now my plan is to pay this amount pretty much throughout the year. This was the average of my bills, a little over the average of my bills last year, and it'll sort of help me get ahead. Sorry about the noise. The dump truck is usually here a little earlier. Okay. Cell phone $129. That's an auto payment. Electric is due on the 2nd. Cell phone is due on the 3rd. I have my subscriptions, Netflix, Audible, and all that in here. Most of them are auto payments. My water bill is also an auto payment. What did I say? So I said 67. I'm going to put in this average, but I'll write in the actual amount here what actually comes out. It's an auto payment. And this is due on the 4th, if I recall. Yeah, it should be the 4th. Okay. This is due on the 22nd. And what else do we have? The IRS is $100. That's a tax debt. That comes out on the 7th. Insurance, that comes out at different times. My insurance comes out on the 18th. And that is about $178. That's also an auto payment. My internet is $60. Okay. It has come down to $60. Come down to $60. And this is, I mixed up the days here. My car note is usually due on the 16th, and the credit card is due on the 21st. I don't remember. I'm gonna write it the other way. I typically pay them on the same day anyway. And this is $128. Amazon free time. The amount's the same, so it doesn't matter. Credit card. What is the minimum due? I don't remember. And I didn't put it on here. Let's see what we put over here. $150, and then $350 for the car. So these are my bills, my basic bills. I get paid monthly, or once a month, and typically just one day out of the month, well, 2 days out of the month, I'll sit down and pay all of it. So the stuff that's due between the 1st and the 10th or so, I'll sit and pay those, and then the other ones, I just pay them whenever they're due. So that's for the fixed expenses. Well, they're not necessarily fixed expenses. It's just that. Let me tick the ones that I have paid. We had trash due this month, and I'm going to write that here. And that was, I believe, $80, and I have paid that. This is typically paid once every 4 months-ish. Once a quarter. It's due once a quarter, and I don't put that in a sinking fund. I just make adjustments and get that done. Next thing would be my variable expenses. So we still need the annual bills here, and then I have what the spreadsheet looked like. I'm calling it a spreadsheet. I mean, it's basically a spreadsheet. So let's put this here, and then I can write all this out. Please excuse my crooked lines. Excuse my crooked lines. Well, when I say crooked, you know, they're all like, We have budgeted, actual, and right now I am not ready to use a sticker, so I'm just going to write in the fact that this is the budget review. This is where I typically say if I'm over or under on each of these items that are out here. So what I do typically is that I leave 2 lines for each item. I have eating out, groceries and household. Let's see. I want to leave 3 lines for this. Groceries and household. I think my pen is dying. Groceries and household, then we have gas and health and activities. And previously what I would do is put the debts in here and, you know, say what the minimum and actual is. But now I have another page for that, and I'm going to have my debt and savings on one page. Actually, where is that? That's in the other binder. But let's just write in the amounts that I've budgeted based on my annual bills, and then we will get going. So eating out, groceries, and household, these are my basic variable expenses. And I track them at the beginning of the month. Well, not the beginning of the month. I track what I've spent by the middle of the month, and then at the end of the month when I do my budget closeout. And that's that. I put totals and everything. I'm not sure if I should add a miscellaneous or unbudgeted column, because typically my miscellaneous is somewhere within groceries and household. And I don't want to have anything unbudgeted this month, but there are some things that I'm planning for miscellaneous items, because there is a huge sale that I'm planning for at Ross, which is supposed to be around the 3rd week of this month. And we'll see. We will see. So, based on my annual budget, which I did live, my budget for eating out is $225. Let's try and make that. What was November's? November's was $250. I'm still going to keep it at let's keep it at $225. Yeah, let's keep it at $225. Groceries and household is $700. Let's keep it at $700. Gas should be $250. Let's keep it at $250. Whoops. $ person, $. Health, I'm going to keep that as 80. At 80, I've been sick with, I don't know, flu, allergies, all sorts of things, and unfortunately this is the season, so I'm keeping that at the budgeted amount, which is $80. Activities has been 50, so we'll leave that as $50. Oh, I just realized that I forgot something over here. I forgot to put my savings. Yes. So I have one line for bill savings and then regular savings. So my bill savings are items from my last year's budgeting and bill paying that have now been reduced. So whatever savings that I had from there, I'm not going to use it and inflate my lifestyle. I'm going to put that amount towards savings. So that's what bill savings is for. So I'm going to write both of them in here so that I can track what I actually do, or track them as bills. If you don't write them in as bills, you're not likely going to pay them. So it's very important to see them as bills. And let's see, this one, I'll put this as due on the 1st, and I'll make this transfer. No, that should be the 5th actually. I'll make this as something that's due by the 5th, and then the other one should be due by the 30th, because by then, which is the end of the month, I should know what else is going on with stuff, right? So that's about it. Miscellaneous, miscellaneous. I'm going to budget this as $100. Yeah. And that's it. That is what my budget looks like for the month of January. So let's go back in. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit. Okay. And let's put this back in here. And then put the January back in. So this is the page I'll use for my debt update and savings update, instead of having it here, because I am prioritizing savings in this year 2020. So I want to see them have their own page, their own pages. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in purchasing an Erin Condren planner, please hit my link down below in the description box. Also, I have a code that'll give you $5 off your Simply Gilded, $5 off your $15 Simply Gilded washi order. Thank you for those who have been using my link. You're enabling me to get y'all some more washi. Okay, and that's it. Thanks, y'all.